Hey! Have you tried 50 root beers?
We have.
And we've seen the good, the bad,
And the ugly.
And we're guaranteed to give you an honest review every time.
So you know what? Grab your root beer, sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode. Hey gang.
Hey, welcome back.
You guys, I mean, this might look a little weird. There's no root beer here.
Something missing. Ooh. We're going to try and do something a little bit different. Zach wanted a bit of a challenge.
So we just finished up one episode, and I'm thinking, how can we spice it up? How can we spice up the next episode?
Let's keep it.
We just tried one of our favorite drinks ever. Let's try something new.
All right.
So what he's going to do, we'll cut to the footage in a bit, but he's going to choose a bottle from the fridge, and I'm going to have to guess which bottle it is. Keep in mind, I've never had any of these root beers before, so I'm kind of associating it on the name of the company. So
let's see how it goes.
Yeah. The way you put it down, I'd say it kind of sounded a little denser.
Okay. I'm getting ready to open it. Now remember, he has not had this flavor before.
That doesn't... The way you put it down, I'd say the Dead World one we have. But that one is more... that sounds more like the Americana one. It's not very carbonated.
The best thing about this is he doesn't know if I poured these even or not.
So what are... before we start off, should we let them know what we have in store, in the fridge?
Okay, here, where's your hand?
Okay. So we have Americana Honeydew, not Honeydew.
Honey cream.
Honey cream.
We have an O-so Butterscotch Root Beer.
I feel like that one will be easy to get.
We have a Jones Berry.
Ooh.
And we have a Dead World Root Beer Creeper, I think is what it's called.
I was originally going to say this is easy and say it was the O-so butterscotch one based off the first hit. But it's not butterscotch.
It has a smooth flavor. It's not really harsh. It's not really watery. But there is it's almost like a flat flavor. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the amount of carbonation it has, I'm just taking a guess. I'm going to rule out Death World.
Okay.
I feel like Death World, you kind of have to have a lot of carbonation. It sounds harsh.
Mm-hmm.
So rule out Death World.
I did try and make this a little bit tricky for him.
So there's...
Ooh, I did get just a little sweetness there at the end.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to sway you one way or the other.
So there's the Americana Honey Cream.
Yep.
O-so Butterscotch.
Yeah, Butterscotch Root Beer.
What was the other one? The
Jones
Herbal?
Berry.
Berry. Okay, so I think I'm going to rule out O-so, but I'm going to put Death World.
Dead World?
Final guess. Americana Honey Cream.
Open your eyes.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I'm not.
It doesn't have the butterscotch flavor.
It doesn't have a strong butterscotch flavor.
The first drink I got, I said, oh, that's gotta be O-so's. But then it tastes like a root beer. Really.
It tastes like a cream soda. I can see this being a cream soda. It doesn't have some of the anise and the licorice flavors that you might get with a root beer. But it doesn't have the strong butterscotch flavor that you would get with a butterscotch beer. So it's a nice blend. It's more like a cream soda is what it kind of tastes like. It tastes like a good cream soda.
Man, I'm disappointed. I thought I really nailed it because it doesn't have the flavor of a root beer. So I, ruled out Death Valley or Death World.
So every time I think about O-so, several years ago, 5-6 years ago, there was a big landslide in the town of O-so.
I actually learned about this in, I think, almost every single one of my science classes.
Oh, really?
My AP Environmental Science learned about how erosion, how the roots slowly started giving out. My physics class learned how it slid. Okay, I guess I learned out 2 out of my 4.
Two things. You learned two things about O-so. I mean, it was a big deal. Like the town was cut off. You couldn't get to the town for a while. I mean, like the whole mountain slid across the freeway.
Millions of dollars of damage.
Oh yeah, across the road, and then took out a housing development down below. And they had a big like drive or fundraiser for them. I think we went up and supported it. We didn't go all the way to O-so. O-so was probably 2 hours or more away.
O-so Canada?
It was in Washington.
Really? Huh. Do you think that's where they named it off of? O-so?
No, I think this was around before that. And they had a dash.
So. Oh, so good.
Yeah, oh so good. I'd say this is good. For me, I'd get it again. I would pick if this was like 2 root beers, this would definitely be one that I would try again.
I'd put this in the okay, maybe.
Is that because you didn't guess it right?
Yeah, that's the main reason. It's leaving a little wacky taste in my mouth.
Yeah. It has like a flat flavor.
Do you remember where we got this from?
I think we got it at Orca, and then we accidentally got it again up at Arlington.
That big, if you guys are in Arlington, that big mall they have, or big like hardware store?
Yeah, a big hardware store. But don't tell them too much because we'll tell them that story later.
Oh.
In a later episode.
Bum, bum, bum.
Cliffhanger. All right.
Hey.
This was let us know if you liked this guess the flavor.
Yeah, let us know in the comments, like, subscribe, all the things.
Hey Eugene, we still want to hear your comments. I know you said you gave us some bad ones, but we love to hear them, so keep them coming.
Criticism or compliments. We love your comments.
Constructive feedback.
Constructive feedback, compliment. It doesn't roll off the tongue. No. Criticism, compliments, leave your comments.
Yeah.
That one's kind of smooth.
Yeah.
Criticism, comments, leave them in the comments.
Criticism and comments?
Criticism and compliments, leave them in the comments.
Could you, please? All right.
Stay frosty, your friends.
Maybe you don't have a clue. Grab bag is here to help you choose. The grab bag gives them all a try and tells you which to buy.